She was pale, eyes darting over her shoulder, breathless. "Grandpa, please, just get off this ship." I didn't ask again. I've learned in life, when someone you love speaks in that tone, you listen. I turned, walked past the buffet, and stepped onto the gangway like a man sleepwalking. The air outside was different, colder, heavier. I stood there as the boarding doors closed behind me, watching the ship carry away my family and the life I thought I understood. 2 years earlier, if you'd told me my own son would try to kill me, I would have laughed. He was the golden boy, charming, successful, the type that shook hands with everyone in a room before taking a seat. After his mother died, we only had each other. I gave him everything, sold the farm to pay for his business degree, co-signed the loan for his first company, handed over my retirement fund when he said it was just for a few months. He called it borrowing. I called it love. The first cracks showed last Christmas. I overheard him telling his wife, "Once Dad's gone, the house is ours. He won't need it." I told myself I'd misheard. That denial was the easier road. But then came the little things. Him pushing me to update my will, offering to handle my finances, because online banking is tricky for someone your age. My accounts started showing withdrawals I hadn't made. When I confronted him, he smiled that salesman smile and said, "Relax, Dad, trust me." The truth didn't hit me all at once. It came in whispers. A strange phone call from my insurance broker, asking if I was sure about the change to my life policy. My neighbor mentioning she saw my son meeting with a lawyer in town. And then the cruise invitation. Family bonding, he called it. My treat. I almost believed him. It was the third day at sea when my granddaughter ran to me, trembling. She's 12, but sharp, too sharp for her own safety sometimes. "I heard Dad talking to Mom last night. He said he put something in your drink, that you'd be found in the morning and it'd be ruled an accident." The world tilted. My son, my blood, planning my death between dessert courses? I didn't argue. I didn't let my fear show. I walked off that ship like nothing was wrong. I spent the next 6 months in silence. Not with grief. Grief is passive. This was something else. I learned to move like a shadow. First, I called the bank and froze every joint account. Then I visited my lawyer and rewrote my will, not cutting him out entirely, but making his share contingent on one thing: me dying of natural causes after my 90th birthday. Next, I sold the house. Quietly. The deed went into a trust for my granddaughter, locked until she's 25. My son would never see a dime from it. Then came the company. I'd invested heavily in his business years ago, without paperwork. I hired a forensic accountant, dug through every transaction, and found enough irregularities to sink him. Instead of going to the police right away, I waited. The moment came last Thanksgiving. I arrived at his home with a bottle of wine and a calm smile. He hugged me like he hadn't tried to end me. Over dinner, I asked about the company's finances in front of his wife. Just a casual question. I watched her eyes flicker. She didn't know. Then I slid the manila folder across the table. Bank statements, emails, transfers to accounts in the Cayman Islands. She read in silence. Her hands began to shake. "What is this?" she asked. "Evidence," I said, without looking at him. "And copies have already been sent to the IRS. The color drained from his face. He stammered something about misunderstandings, but I kept talking. Calm, steady, surgical. "You took from me. You tried to take my life. But I'm not here for revenge. I'm here to make sure you live long enough to feel the walls close in." That night, his wife packed a bag and left. Within weeks, the IRS froze his accounts. Clients pulled out. His business crumbled like wet paper. I never raised my voice. I never broke a law. I just removed the air he breathed. Last month, I got a letter from him. No apology, just blame. He said I'd ruined his life. I burned it. And now? I live in a small cabin by the lake. I fish in the mornings, read in the afternoons. My granddaughter visits on weekends. She never asks about the cruise. I never bring it up. But sometimes, when we're sitting on the porch, she catches my eye and gives me the smallest nod, like she knows exactly what I did. And maybe, one day, I'll tell her, not so she learns how to destroy someone, but so she learns how to survive them.